What's good, guys? It's your girl Kiesha Arielle and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, I will be sharing with you my daughter's length retention journey and a key step that I will be implementing to ensure maximum length retention. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first step is to prep her hair by detangling. So we are going to work in small manageable sections to remove any knots and tangles from her hair. Now, although I highly recommend detangling the hair when wet, as Leah's hair still felt quite soft and moisturized from her recent wash day, I didn't bother to hydrate her hair to detangle it this time. But as a general rule, I highly recommend detangling on wet or damp hair to minimize breakage or any other damages. And if you would like to know more as to the benefits of detangling the hair when wet, then definitely go ahead and check the cards listed above. And as you can see, because her hair was properly hydrated and moisturized a couple days before, there was little shedding and or breakage after I had combed through each section. After working on each section, I go ahead and install a 2-strand twist to keep the hair separated, then continue to the next. Also, remember when detangling, it's best to start at the ends of the hair to comb out any knots. And also, as you can see, I apply a tight hold to her hair to avoid or minimize any tugging at her scalp that could make her hair uncomfortable or cause any damage to her hair follicles. Okay, so the key step I will be implementing in my daughter's length retention journey to help her achieve her hair goals of ankle length hair is trimming. Now, to some, I know this may seem counterintuitive, as length retention is the ability to maintain and preserve the length of your hair over time. But after spending countless hours researching and documenting best practices that many have followed to help them achieve their own hair goals, I found that incorporating regular trims was one of the key steps. So, in this video, I will be sharing with you how I prepare and trim my daughter's hair to maximize length retention. And this is the amount of hair that was lost after detangling her entire hair. So, after detangling Leah's hair, the next step before trimming is to straighten her hair. Okay, so before straightening her hair, I am going to apply the Hair We Gro Butter as a light heat protectant to help minimize any possible heat damage, as I didn't have any other heat protectant to hand. And yes, our butters can be used as a light heat protectant thanks to the main ingredient shea butter, which has a relatively low thermal conductivity. Now, if you're interested in trying our butters as a heat protectant from the sun, especially during the summer months, then visit our website HairWeGro.store to try our collection. Okay, so after moisturizing my first working section, I am going to part out a smaller section to start working on, then follow through with straightening her hair. And when I'm straightening her hair, I only do 2 passes, once again to minimize any heat damage. And this is how it's going so far. And as you can see, her hair falls at the bottom of her shoulder blades, which would be considered bra strap length. And this is her full length when straightened in comparison to being in its natural state before trimming. And don't be alarmed by the steam, as we have just moisturized her hair, so don't worry, her hair is not being burned, and by the time her hair had reverted to its natural state, there were absolutely no signs of heat damage. As once again, the low thermal conductivity of shea butter allowed the heat to be distributed very slowly throughout her entire hair strands. And as I move to the front of her hair, I am following through with moisturizing her hair strands with the Hair We Gro Butters to provide some level of heat protectant before adding any heat. as applying any heat to hair that has no moisture will only cause the hair to become even more dry and brittle, which eventually leads to breakage. Now, as mentioned before, I have spent countless hours researching how to maximize length retention, and I will be implementing those steps when it comes to my daughter's hair to help her achieve her hair goals. And I have shared all the key steps in my soon-to-be released book, Let There Be Growth, a no-fuss guide to achieving hair growth and length retention. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, you can access my free ebook from my website, www.hairwegro.store, which unveils 7 key strategies to help you achieve your hair goals. And this is her hair after straightening. Now, the final step in this process is trimming off any split or damaged ends. So after straightening Leah's hair, it didn't appear to have a lot of damage, and as this is her first ever trim, I will stay within the range of trimming at least ½ an inch from her ends. So to trim her ends, I first part out smaller sections, then I'll go ahead and take off the desired amount. I use the first line as a guide as I continue to add other sections to trim. Now, as you can see, I am trimming her hair on a different day, simply because the day I initially straightened her hair, it ended up being a very, very long day. However, as we had went swimming a few days later and the water got into her swimming cap, I had to wash and straighten her hair again. So this is why there are different clips. Now, as I move up her head, I started to make diagonal partings to trim her hair in layers to avoid making any blunt step cuts. And I will be doing this throughout the rest of her hair. Now, the reason I prefer to straighten her hair before trimming is simply because this will allow me to see exactly where it needs to be trimmed in order to clear away any split or damaged ends, as cutting off too little would still leave the hair strands vulnerable to breakage further up her hair strands. So the reason trimming your ends help with the preservation of your length and shows faster hair growth is simply because it prevents any split and or damaged ends from traveling up the hair shaft, as split or damaged ends can worsen over time, causing tangles, knots, and severe breakage. However, when it comes to trimming, especially for maintenance purposes, it's best to stick to taking off just about 1/4 to ½ an inch each session, as over trimming leads to cutting off your progress. So you want to schedule trims frequently enough to nip damage in the bud and see your hair flourish. But if this is your first trim in a while, or you know you have a lot of split or damaged ends, then you want to take off the appropriate amount of hair. However, incorporating regular trims or dusting every 8 to 12 weeks is a very crucial step that should be considered when it comes to preserving your length. So once again, I make my first guided trim to follow. Then part another section and follow the line to trim any straggling ends. Then I go back to doing the diagonal partings to trim in layers to avoid any blunt step cuts. So with my daughter desiring ankle length hair, I thought why not document her hair journey while sharing the tips and tricks I am using with you all, especially if you're on your own length retention journey. Once again, you can get a copy of my free ebook, Let There Be Growth, from my website, HairWeGro.store, for more information. And this is the final look. Now, if you found today's video very helpful, then please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And until the next one, I will be right back here with another video.